Mr. Phiri had a nephew named Shabani who was always bragging about being a real Singanga who possessed Mangolomera. Gilbert and I suspected he was full of hot air, but we were never sure. Shabani was small like me, yet he boasted like a man 3 times his size. This made us wonder. Shabani didn't go to school, but worked all day in the fields with his uncle. So he was usually there when I returned home in the afternoons, complaining about bullies or sitting on the bench. One day, after hearing another one of my pathetic stories, he pulled me aside. "Every day you're moaning about these boys, and I'm tired of hearing it," he said. "I can give you Mangolomera. You can become the strongest guy in school. All of the bullies will fear you." Of course, having superpowers was a lifelong dream. On the soccer field, I could fly like a leopard with legs like rocket launchers. Pow! Reacting to my Mangolomera, bullies at school would wet their trousers with fright. My father had always warned me about playing with magic. But now with Shabani standing there, smiling like a mongoose, I couldn't resist. "Okay," I blurted. "I'll take it." "We'll do it in the Blue Gum Forest," he said. "Meet me there in 1 hour and bring 20 tambala." A tambala was like a penny in our Malawian money. An hour later, I arrived in the forest and waited in the shadows for Shabani, my heart beating fast. Shabani then appeared through the trees, carrying a black bag that contained something heavy. "Are you ready?" he asked. "Yeah, I'm ready." "Then sit down." We took a seat on the soft red dirt, and he opened his bag of wonders. From inside, he pulled out a tiny matchbox. "In here are the blackened bones of lions and leopards, along with other roots and herbs." He fished out another package filled with strange dust, which he mixed with the ashes. "These other materials are extremely rare, found only on the bottom of the ocean." "So how did you get them?" I asked. "Look, boy," he snapped. "I'm not some ordinary person. I got them from the bottom of the ocean. I stayed down there for 3 whole days. If I wanted to, I could turn every person in your stupid village into an ant. So don't play with me, Bambo. If you want this kind of power, it will cost you lots of money. What I'm giving you is only a small taste." I didn't even see him pull out his magic razor. Before I knew it, he grabbed my hand and cut into my knuckles. "Ah!" I screamed. "Be still and don't cry," he said. "If you cry, it won't work." "I'm not crying." My knuckles brightened with blood. For each one, Shabani pinched a little powder and rubbed it into the cuts. The medicine stung like 100 bees. Once he finished both hands, I exhaled with relief. "See? I didn't cry," I said, panting. I'd been holding my breath. "Do you think it will work?" "Oh yeah, it will work." "When?" I asked. "When will I have my power?" He thought for a few seconds and said, "Give it 3 days to work its way through your veins. Once it's complete, you'll feel it." 3 days. Yeah, And whatever you do, don't eat okra and stay away from sweet potato leaves. I'll remember. And lastly, he added, tell no one. I walked out of the forest rubbing my mangled knuckles. Although they hurt like mad, I had to admit they looked pretty tough. That evening, I hid in my room and spoke to no one.